From the Sleepy Time Studios across the World Wide Web, it's time to place your bets as we play Dealer's Choice. And now, please welcome our host of Dealer's Choice, our dealer, Jose Cazares. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on? Welcome back to another episode of Dealer's Choice here on Sleepy Time Studios. And apparently our announcer over there needs to tone down on the alcohol because he had a little bit of a voice crack during that introduction. But we'll deal with him. We'll deal with him after the show. But in the meantime, last time we crowned ourselves a brand new champion after what could be conceived as one of the worst episodes I think we've ever had in terms of main game results on Dealer's Choice. If you want to know what I'm talking about, go check out the last episode if you haven't seen it already, because good Lord, was it a disaster. However, what wasn't a disaster is our returning champion, who managed to pick up our bonus dice jackpot last time for $40,000, and he returns with a season total so far of $42,000 in cash. Let's welcome back our returning champion, Adam Oliver. Adam, welcome back. How you feeling? You still in shock after last week's bonus dice win?
Well, I am very happy that I won, and the one that I was really shocked that I was able to win after those 4 rounds of the main games.
Yeah, well, when all was said and done, you just made the right decision. I won't spoil too much of it. The folks at home can, of course, check out the last episode if they want to know what went down. But Adam, now you set your sights on this episode. You're sitting at number 1 on the leaderboard right now because you did surpass Josh with that bonus dice win. But now the jackpot does reset to $25,000, but you could very well add to that total tonight. Think you can pull it off here tonight?
Well, I would love to make that happen again.
All right. Well, in any case, Adam, I wish you nothing but the best of luck. Got quite the competition lined up for you. Let's go ahead and meet our two challengers for tonight's episode. First up, I believe he's making his return to Dealer's Choice, or it could be his first appearance, but he will go ahead and confirm that to me when I introduce him here. We have Scott Seffy McVeigh with us in our middle position.
Hello, Jose. In fact, I am back here. Actually, I remember that was.
Oh, that's
like
right.
The,
you were the first. Now I remember you were the first champion. Of course. Mm-hmm. How could I forget?
That's okay, man.
But Seffy, glad to have you back. Our first champion of the regular season. Unfortunately, you did end up getting dethroned by Josh.
It's okay.
But you're back once again. You're hoping you can reclaim that crown.
I would really like to try, but like I said, even after watching last week's episode, anything can happen. So we'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah, we could have outcomes like the last 2 episodes where we had massive chip totals, or like the last one where, well, I won't spoil too much about that. But either way, Seffy, we're glad to have you back. Best of luck to you in hopes that you can try to reclaim the title.
Thank you, Jose.
And last but not least, it's his first time with us here on Dealer's Choice. I know this for a fact. And he comes to us from our neighbors up north in the great country of Canada. We welcome in Mr. Dave Standish.
Hi, Jose. How are you?
Great, Dave. Glad to have you here with us. Aside from what I just mentioned, what should the audience know about you?
I'm a sports broadcaster and bar trivia host here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And this is my first time playing Dealer's Choice anywhere on MVG. So I'm excited to see if my luck will pay off tonight.
So you're telling me you never played it when on our fellow host Cedric did his series?
No, it was actually kind of before my time. I watched this whole series. But I didn't get a chance to participate.
I don't think you were around when he did it. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, I think he recorded it before I probably
Yeah.
just
Okay. Well,
before I
now,
arrived.
I remember. Well, either way, we're glad you're here. Your very first time playing this particular game. Wish you nothing but the best of luck. Hope that you have fun here tonight.
That's the plan.
All right. Well, good luck to the three of you gentlemen. Let's go ahead and get right into our game. So here's how we do our little thing here. Psst, I said little thing. What the hell? Anyways, so the three of you will be participating in a series of 4 casino-style minigames. You'll each start with 100 chips that you'll use to bet on each of these minigames. At the end of the 4th one, whoever has the most chips will become our champion and will get to face the bonus dice for a chance to win our bonus dice jackpot, which again, it does reset to $25,000 since it was won, but it's still a lot of money, and with how close the standings are on the leaderboard, it could prove to be an essential game changer, if you will. All right. With that being said, the 4 mini games that are remaining in this rotation of 12 were all randomized. The order, or at least the order specifically. I know what the 4 remaining games are for tonight's episode because they're the last 4 of the 12 in the rotation, but you all don't know the order. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and start things off with our first mini game of 4 for tonight's episode. We're going to start things off with some craps. So this one, we don't really need any props for this one. It is a wheel game. So here's how craps works, players. So each of you will, as you can see on the wheel, we have 3 different possibilities of the wheel. We have field, 7-Eleven, or of course, craps. So each of you will tell me what space you are going to bet on along with your bet size. We're going to spin the wheel one time, and whatever the wheel lands on, whichever player picked that space will get payouts as indicated on the board on the right. So, if the wheel lands on field and you've bet on that space, you will get even payout. If the wheel lands on 7-Eleven and you choose that space, it'll be a 3-to-1 payout. And if you are able to, if the wheel lands on the craps space and you manage to choose that space, you will get a 5-to-1 payout. I'm mixing up my words here for explaining the rules. But with that being said, for this first minigame, the max bet size is 10 chips. So Adam, since you're the champion, we're going to start with you. Of your 100 chips up to 10, how much would you like to bet for this one? Up to 10. Wait, I said that already.
All right, let's go with 10 on field.
Yes, I should also mention, yes, you could also go ahead and give me the space of the wheel you're betting on. So you're going with the field.
Yes, 10 on field.
10 on the field. All right, thank you, sir. Seffi.
I will do 10 chips on the 7-Eleven.
All right, bet size is 10 chips, and he's going to go with the 7-Eleven. Dave, what about you?
I am going to go with. I'm going to go with 7-Eleven as well and bet the full maximum 10.
All right, going 10 chips as well, and also going with 7-Eleven. All right. So Adam playing for an even payout. Seffi and Dave each going for 7-Eleven. Good luck to the 3 of you. Let's spin the craps wheel. All right. Wheel's starting to slow down. And oh my goodness, it is craps.
Crap.
Wow.
And the house wins. Everybody losing their bets. You didn't think it could be possible, but lo and behold, it defies the odds, and unfortunately, nobody wins on this round of craps.
It feels like deja vu again.
Let's hope we don't get another episode of those. But that brings us to the end of craps. It was literal crap.
Yeah.
In any case, well, as that audience member just said, yes, it's Davion, by the way. We're getting a little bit of deja vu here from last episode because once again, after the first minigame, all three of our players are tied at 90 chips, but we still have 3 more minigames to come. So, we're going to take our first commercial break. When we come back after this, we'll have our second minigame of 4 here on this episode of Dealer's Choice. We'll be right back after this. This is turning into a potential deja vu episode, but let's hope that doesn't happen. Welcome back, everybody, to Dealer's Choice. Just like last episode, after our first game, all 3 players lost their bets. But it's still a 3-way tie for first place at 90. Now we're going to move on to our second minigame of 4 for this particular episode. And we got an interesting one coming up for our second game, players. It's time to play some speculation. Yeah, that bell's going to go on for quite some time. Alright. So, players, here is how speculation works. So, as you can see, there are 3 different stocks: Dogecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. The way this works is each of you are going to choose which stock you're going to bet on along with your bet size. The Dogecoin stock will pay off an even payout of 1-to-1. The Ethereum stock will give you a 3-to-1 payout, and the Bitcoin stock will give you a 5-to-1 payout. The way we move the stocks is by rolling a die. A roll of a 1, 2, or 3 will advance the Dogecoin by 1/5 of a point. A roll of a 4 or a 5 will move Ethereum 1/5 of a point. And a 6, and only a 6, will advance the Bitcoin stock by 1/5 of a point. We're going to keep on rolling until one of the stocks gets to 1 whole point. Whichever one does wins, and whichever players bet on that stock will get their respective payouts. So, while I'm bringing out the dice table for our players, I will now ask for the bet sizes and the stocks that you each are going to bet on. Now, the max bet for this game is 25 chips. Keep that in mind. So, Adam, of your 90 chips up to 25, how much would you like to bet for this one?
Let's go 25 on Dogecoin.
25 chips, so he's going the max bet, and he has chosen Dogecoin.
Oh, Dogecoin, yeah.
All right, Sephi.
I will also do 25 chips and also do Dogecoin.
25 chips for Sephi as well, and he's choosing Dogecoin as well. Dave, what about you?
I'll do 20 on Ethereum, please.
20 chips for Dave, and he goes Ethereum. All right, so there is what each player has chosen. Let's go ahead and bring on our dice table. So again, just for the folks at home who need a reminder, Adam and Sephi have chosen the Dogecoin stock. Dave has chosen the Ethereum stock. All right, so we're going to go ahead and use the blue die for this one. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get things started as let's play some speculation.
There you go.
All right, first roll up. We start with a 3, so Dogecoin advances.
All right.
Sign.
All right, 1/5 of a point for Dogecoin. Next roll up. A 4, Ethereum advances.
Ooh.
All right. Next roll up. A 2, Dogecoin advances again.
All right. All right.
Ironic. It rolls a 2, and it's 2/5 of the way to the point. All right.
Mm.
Next roll. A 3, Dogecoin advances again.
Ooh, this is promising.
Yes, it is.
All right. Next roll up. A 5, Ethereum advances. All right. Keep on rolling till one of y'all gets to that 1 point. Wow, that was a bit of a weird roll, but we got a 3. Dogecoin advances. Dogecoin is a 1 or 2 or 3 away from that point.
Good.
Next roll up, we have a 3. Dogecoin wins.
Yay.
Cha-ching.
All right, so Adam and Seffi will each get the even payouts. And as for Dave, unfortunately, he does lose his bet size. With that being said, though, that'll bring us to the end of speculation. And we have officially a much better result than last game, that's for sure. So, with this being said, though, Adam and Seffi are tied for first place at 115. Dave not out of it yet at second with 70. But we're going to take another pause for another commercial break. When we come back after this, we're going to have our third minigame of 4 here on this episode of Dealer's Choice. Don't worry, folks. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Dealer's Choice. After our second game, we have a much better result as Adam and Seffi managed to win their respective payouts for speculation. So now they're both tied for first place at 115. Dave, however, not out of it yet at 70 chips. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and move swiftly along to our third minigame of 4 here in this final rotation. Or at least the final stage of this particular rotation. Sorry, this is not the final rotation. We're not at the end of the season yet. I'm getting too technical. Anyways, our third minigame up for tonight is high-low. Alright, so players, here's how high-low works. So basically, we will bring out our card table for this one. I will deal out 1 card at a time, a maximum of 4. As long as the card drawn is not a 7, 8, or 9, however much you bet will double. After each card that's played, you will then have the option to either cash out your winnings and add it to your total, or you can be risky and let it ride for the next card. If at any point, though, a 7, 8, or 9 does show up, and there are still chips on the table, the house will collect those chips, and that'll be game over. That being said, Adam, we're going to start with you. Now, I should have mentioned this as well. The max bet for this minigame is 50 chips. So, Adam, of your 115 up to 50, how much would you like to bet?
I will go with 50.
Going max bet. All right, Seffi, what about you?
Well, I'm going to have to go 50 as well here.
Going 50 as well. All right. And Dave, what about you?
Yeah, I got to hold back a little bit. I'll just go 30.
30 chips. All right. No problem. All right. So everybody's bets are in. Let's go ahead and bring out our good old card table, shall we? We shall. All right. There we go. And we are, of course, using our old reliable deck, the bicycle deck.
Nice.
I mean, I can't stress this enough how beautiful this OG design looks. Anyways. All right, so good luck to you. Good luck to you 3. Remember, 7, 8, or 9 is what we want to avoid. All right, so we draw the first one off the top of the deck. We start things off with a 3.
Yay.
All right, so he gets double the bets. All right, so now it's decision time. Adam, you have 100 chips. Cash out or let it ride for the next card.
I will let it ride.
All right, Seffi, you also have 100.
I will let it ride as well.
Letting it ride as well. Dave, you have 60.
I will continue.
Everybody going on for the second card. All right. Draw that off the top of the deck. Next card up. Another 3. Oh, that's
Good.
Oh, that's perfect. Here we go. All right, double bets for everybody again. All right, once again, it's decision time. Adam, you have 200 chips. Cash out or let it ride for the third card.
I will let it ride.
Letting it ride again. All right, Seffi, what about you? You also have 200.
I will let this ride as well.
It's playing on. Dave, you have 120.
I gotta be mindful of what I can bet with in the next round. So I'm going to pull off here and collect.
You're going to cash out?
Yep.
All right, you're gonna cash out your winnings, so that'll put you at 160 chips, and you have securely locked in your winnings. Let's find out if you made the right call. Meanwhile, Adam and Sephi are gonna let it ride for this fourth card. We draw it off the top of the deck. Next card up is a 10. Ooh, that was close, but
That
it
was
is
close
still a
too,
winnable
yeah.
card. All right, so Adam and Sephi get double bets again. All right, gentlemen, this is the final card of high-low. Adam, you have 400 chips. Cash out or let it ride for the fourth and final card.
I'm gonna cash out.
Adam cashing out, all right. So he cashes out at 465. Sephi, you have 400. You're the only one left. Do you want to cash out the 400 chips, or do you want to be risky and go all the way for this fourth and final card?
Well, I've already won a few games here. You know what? Let's go for it.
Gotta let it ride.
Let's go for it.
All right, so only
Oh,
Sephi
boy.
is going for this fourth and final card. All right. We draw it off the top of the deck.
No 7, no 8, no 9.
Did Sephi make the right call? Our fourth and final card of high-low is a 4!
We did it.
Oh, nice.
Sephi gets double the bet. He gets max payout of 800 chips.
Nice.
That's the best you could do on this game.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I can officially say we've now definitely turned things around from last episode. But that now brings us to the end of high-low. And as quickly as that game went by, our leaderboard has changed significantly. The tie between Adam and Sephi for first place has been broken. Sephi now has first place at 865. Adam holds second at 465. And Dave not out of it at 160. However, with one more minigame coming up, it's gonna come down to this last minigame. So we're gonna take our final commercial break. Well, actually, no, there's still one more after this, but we're gonna take another commercial break. When we come back, we will have our fourth and final minigame on this episode of Dealer's Choice. Don't go anywhere, folks. Right back after this. Welcome back to what has been an intense episode of Dealer's Choice. After a very successful turnout on high-low, our standings now look like this. Sephi has the lead all to himself at 865 chips. Adam holds second at 465, and Dave not out of it yet at 160 chips. Even with the differentials in the scores, this is still anybody's game. And it's going to come down to our fourth and final minigame. And it's the last one that we haven't used in this rotation of 12. And if you folks at home have been following along with the minigames we've used, you'll know that our final minigame for this episode is the Dealer's Derby. All right, so players, here is how the Dealer's Derby works. This is very similar to speculation. Actually, it's the exact same thing. This is basically speculation, except we're using horses. So, there is a difference, though. Unlike speculation, where you revealed to me not only which one you were betting on, but your bet size as well, here it's not going to be the case. The only thing you're going to tell us out loud is which of the three horses you're betting on. because for this minigame, the bet size is going to be DM'd to me via a Discord direct message. So you're going to DM me on Discord your bet size only, but you will say out loud what horse you will be betting on. With that being said, the way the horses move is with the roll of the die. 1, 2, or 3 will advance the blue horse 1 space. 4 or 5 will advance the yellow by 1. And only a 6 roll will move the red horse 1 space. We'll keep rolling until one of those horses crosses the finish line. And whichever one does, that'll be paid out to whichever player selected it. So, before you guys tell me which horses you want to bet on for this race, go ahead and DM me your bet sizes. There is no maximum bet here. You can bet any or all of it. Keep that in mind. All right. In the meantime, while they're getting their bet sizes in, we're going to go ahead and bring out our dice table. And since we use the blue die for speculation, we're going to be using the white die for the dealer's derby. I'm going to use this one right here.
All right.
All right, so have 2 players in. We're just waiting on one more.
Okay, I think you got mine, right?
Yeah, I got yours and Adam's. We're just waiting on Dave's bet. To do.
Oh, well then who did I send mine to then?
What's the username?
Well, which one are you, Jose?
Spare parts.
Oh, okay, because I sent it to somebody else.
Davion just DM'd me. You sent it to him by accident.
Whoops!
Yeah, I saw his green.
I am
I saw his green
spare
moving a lot.
parts.
I thought that was you.
Yeah, I am spare parts.
All right.
I'm the one with the virtual camera activated on Discord.
Yeah, that would be a good reason why it would go to you instead of someone else.
Hey, it's all right. Yeah. There you go. You're in. All right, so I'll close that out. All right, now bet sizes are in. Now the next order of business. Which horses do you want to bet? Which horse do you want to bet on? Not horses. Jesus, I don't want y'all betting on more than one. Adam, which horse would you like to bet on?
The blue horse.
Blue it is. Let's get rid of the dice table real quick. Seffi.
I'll also do the blue horse.
Blue as well, and Dave.
Well, I'll go red because I can't catch up if I go blue or yellow, so see what happens.
All right, so Adam and Seffi both playing it safe, going with the blue horse, but Dave taking a much-needed risk of going for the red one. So those are the horses our players are betting on. Let's bring back our dice table. Let's play the Dealer's Derby. All right, so again, we're using this white die. Here we go. So remember, 1, 2, or 3 advances blue, 4 or 5 advances yellow, 6 will advance the red. First roll up. We start off with a 6 right out of the gate. The red horse advances. Oh boy. Next roll up. A 2, the blue advances.
Oh.
Right. Third roll up. A 3, blue advances again. Next roll up. A 2, blue advances again. All right. Next up, a 1. Blue is 1 space away from the finish. Next roll up. A 6. Red advances again. All right. Next up, it's a 1. Blue wins.
Right.
And I don't know if y'all saw it, but it almost went to the 5 for a second. But it ended up being a 1. So, the Blue Horse wins, and that brings us to the end of the Dealer's Derby. All right, so we'll get rid of the dice table, and now let's go to the payouts. So, we're going to go from 3rd place all the way up to 1st, as we always do. Which means, Dave, we're going to start with you. You came into this round in 3rd place with 160 chips. And you chose to bet everything. And unfortunately, you do lose it because you chose red and it didn't win. But you will be leaving with a house minimum of $500 regardless.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Now, Adam, we come to you next. Of your 465 chips, you chose to bet 300. And with you winning the even payout, that's going to put you at 765, which means that no matter what happens, Adam, you unfortunately are going to fall just short. However, let's still find out how much Seffi chose to bet. Of his 865 chips, he chose to bet a staggering 850 chips.
Well, I think even if I would have gone all in, it wouldn't have been enough.
It wouldn't have mattered either way.
I know.
We pay off the even payout, and with 1,715 chips, Seffi, you have reclaimed your crown on Dealer's Choice. You are the champion once again.
Thank you, Jose. And by the way, great game between both of you guys.
Yeah, it was good.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Seffi. You have done it once again. Reclaimed the crown, and oh boy, you picked up a big payout here. We'll get to that in a moment. We'll get to you in just a moment. Dave, like I said, things just unfortunately went south. Nobody could have argued with that risk that you took of betting on red on that last one. You did what you had to do. The odds were heavily stacked against you, but unfortunately,
really, I went a little riskier on speculation, and that put me behind the other two gentlemen. So
yeah,
I was always in the trailing spot, and you just have to throw it all in sometimes.
Yeah, unfortunately, just could not get out of that 3rd place spot. But like I said, you are leaving with a house minimum of $500, despite the fact that you did end up with 0 chips.
That's terrific. Thank you.
But we thank you for trying, and there's still lots of time in the regular season, so do feel free to come on back here and try again.
I definitely will. Thank you.
All right, that's Dave Standish, everyone, and Adam. Well, bad news, the championship was short-lived, but hey, there's still some great news amongst all this. You're still sitting at the #1 spot on our leaderboard.
Yeah, I tried strategy on high-low, but did not pay out.
But hey, you still have 765 chips, which we're going to turn into dollars. So we add that to the $42,000 that you picked up last time, and you are leaving us with a very respectable total in Dealer's Choice, Adam, of $42,765. Not too shabby for just a couple days, for just a couple episodes' work.
That's not bad at all.
Hey, enjoy that money, and who knows, you may reclaim the championship crown once again. Do feel free to come on back here on a future episode to try to reclaim it. All right, but that is Adam Oliver, everyone, and well, Seffi, this looks familiar, doesn't it?
It kind of does, I know.
So, you're back in the championship crown once again. You picked up 1,715 chips, which we are going to multiply by 10 and add that to your winnings. So, $17,150 in this game. We add that to the $13,160 you picked up on your last championship. And when we add everything up, Seffi, you are the champion once again with a new total of $310.
Nice.
$30,310. And I will go ahead and say that you have now moved up to fourth, actually, in our standings.
Oh.
So, with that being said, though, you do reset your championship streak to 1. And when we come back from this commercial break, Seffi, you're going to have an opportunity to, once again, try to get the bonus dice jackpot. So, we'll give you a few moments to prepare yourself. We're going to take another commercial break. But when we come back after this, folks, our new champion, Scott Seffi McVeigh, is going to be facing a familiar foe in the bonus dice. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back after this here on Dealer's Choice. Welcome back to Dealer's Choice. We are here with a familiar face here in the bonus dice. Our brand new champion, Scott Seffi McVeigh, has done it again. Reclaiming the championship crown, $30,310 in total combined with his previous championship. But Seffi, you are back here once again to tackle a familiar foe.
Yes, I am.
You were here 2 times previously, and you went 0 for 2.
Yes, I would basically like a little revenge on those dice and try to keep away from that spade.
Well, you've got another shot at it because it's time to play our bonus dice. We brought out the dice table once again. Now, you've been here twice before, so you very well know how this works. Your goal is to try to get to $1,000 before rolling that dreaded spade. If you can successfully do so, you will win our bonus dice jackpot of $25,000. Because it was 1, it does reset to the base value, but it's still a ton of money.
Yes, it is.
Now, of course, with each roll you survive, you do have the option to stop and walk away with whatever you've accumulated. Because if at any point you choose to go for it and that spade comes up, you're going to lose it all, and you're only going to leave with the 17,000 plus that you picked up in the main game.
Yep, I'm definitely well familiar about that.
Now, that being said, for those that have forgotten for those that don't know the bonus dice breakdowns, here's how we break down the money winnings. So, we use both of these dice for this one. So, a 1 or a 2 on either of the blue die or the white will pick up $50 for Seffi. 3 or a 4 on either die will pay out $100. A 5 on either one of the dice will pay out $150. But only a 6 on the white die will pay out a massive $200. The 6 on this die, however, is the dreaded spade. And that's what he wants to avoid. So, Seffi, with all that being said, let's go ahead and get this started. Dice are in my hand shaking. You just say roll whenever you're ready. We'll get this started. Good luck.
All right. Oh, good Lord. No spades at all. And roll.
Okay. You're safe on this one. We have a 4 on the blue and a 2 on the white, which is $150.
Good.
Off and running. You have $150. Do you want to stop and walk away with that $150? Or do you want to roll on?
Yeah, like I said, I want revenge against the spade roll, so I'm going to keep going.
All right. Going for another one. Good luck.
All right. Let's do it now.
Well, you're going to be safe on this one. We have a 2 on the blue and a 3 on the white. Just like last
Nice.
one, $150 again.
All right. Good.
$300. Stop with the 300 or go again.
No, I am not satisfied. I want to keep going again.
All right. I can't argue with it. Go ahead.
All right. Let's try to make it good. And now.
A 3 on both of them. That's another $200. You are halfway home.
Nice.
All right, $500. Stop or go for another one.
Yeah, like I said, you just said I'm halfway home. I'm definitely keep going.
All right.
All
Tell me what
right,
to
let's
do.
make it good. You got it. Come on, let's make it good one more time. And now.
Oh my goodness! That roll went by so fast. The damn blue die fell off the table.
Uh-oh.
All right, well that's okay. You can see that you got a 5 on the white die, so that's a big
Yes.
$150. And I will go ahead and reveal that this is what it landed on when it hit the floor.
Mm-hmm.
A 2.
Yay!
So
That's
you're
good.
still safe. So we add that $50 to the $150 you picked up on the white die, and that's another $200.
Nice.
You're $300 away, and I will let you know right now that it is possible for you to win the bonus dice jackpot on a single roll here. Question
Very
is,
true.
do you want to go for the next roll or walk away with the 700?
Yeah, like I said, I'm getting real close now. I do not want to stop. Let's go. Won't you go again?
All right. I'm going to try not to knock them on the floor this time. Whenever you're ready.
All right. Let's make it a good one. Now.
Oh, boy.
Hey.
A 5 and a 3. That's $150 plus $100. $250 more.
Ooh, boy.
Oh, my goodness. So, Seppi, very simple. As long as you survive this next roll, you're going to win this jackpot. Do you want to stop and walk away with the $950, or do you want to go all the way?
Well, considering I saw what exactly happened, this exact same situation last episode, I am going to try for the big money. Let's go one last time.
All right, let's find out if we can give this away in back-to-back episodes. Good luck.
All right, please no spade. Please no spade. Now.
You did it!
Yeehaw! Yes!
A 6 on the white for a 6 on the white for 200, a 4 on the blue for another 100. You pick up another $350, and you have done it!
Yay, I did it! I finally beat the bonus round!
And Seppi finally conquers the bonus dice. Congratulations,
Wow.
Seppi. You've just won yourself $25,000.
All right, that makes me very happy. Thanks again, Jose.
Well done, man. Third time was the charm. Finally managed to conquer those bonus dice. And we've got some addition to do. So, let's go ahead and remove the dice table here. So, you picked up $25,000 from this bonus dice round. We add that to your previous winnings of $30,000. Once it loads up here, if it wants to, $310. Oh, come on. I want to be able to update this as I say it. All right, so when we add that to your previous winnings of $30,310, Seppi, you have now skyrocketed to the #1 spot on our leaderboard with a season total of $55,310.
Yay! I'm feeling really happy tonight. Thank you very much.
All right, and you know what? Just for shiggles, I want to see if we can do this. Actually, I want to see if we can maybe show this up. If we can maybe add this to the score on the bonus dice indicator. All right.
Let's find out.
Well, sadly, due to the dollar sign, we won't be able to show off the full score, but Seppi, $55,310 for your season total. You have now skyrocketed to the top spot. And you get to come back on our next episode to see if you can have lightning strike twice for you, and you can pick up a second straight win in your second ever championship.
All right, well, I will be here, Jose.
All right, we'll look forward to seeing you then. But folks, we have done it again. We have given away the bonus dice jackpot in back-to-back episodes, which means that with it being one, the value of the jackpot will stay right where it is. It'll be $25,000 once again for the next episode. But folks, that's going to wrap things up here for what has been a much better result of an episode here on Dealer's Choice. We thank you so much for watching and joining us here tonight. If you enjoyed the episode, don't hesitate to hit that like button. And if you're new to Sleepy Time Studios, go ahead and hit that subscribe button Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notified of new videos, because we got lots of exciting game show content available that you definitely will enjoy. But, of course, if you missed any of the other episodes that led up to this one, the playlist is available on the channel for you guys to check out and watch. But for now, until next time when we see Seffi back here as he looks to repeat a 2-time title, I'm your host, Jose Cazades. For all of us here at Sleepy Time Studios, this has been Dealer's Choice. We'll see you next time for another episode. Good night, everybody.